Yo, what's going on, guys? It's being reported by Shams Charania and Chris Haynes that the Suns are nearing or entering their final candidate list, and they have 3 championship head coaches on the list with Doc Rivers, Frank Vogel, and Nick Nurse making it there. Like I said, if you're a championship contender, you either go for a championship coach or you go for fresh young blood. Those fresh young blood are Jordi Fernandez, who's with the Sacramento Kings, assistant head coach for both the Nigerian national team and the Sacramento Kings. And he's one academic article away from being a doctor, a sports psychology doctor, all right? Like, Jordi Fernandez is legitimately smart, Spaniard, all right? And then Kevin Young, who's been referred to as a wonderkin along the same lines as a Will Hardy was viewed as. Now, our boy Chris Haynes out here saying, hold up. Kenny Atkinson and Charles Lee are also in the running. So, again, personally, if I had to choose who I would want for the coach, I would want Nick Nurse. If you guys haven't heard, Nick Nurse has a thing called the Nurse Pill. Go to the Nurse, just type in the Nick Nurse Pill, and it's this basketball that makes it's 15%, 20% people's shot will get better if you use it every single day correctly. And I think it'd definitely be interesting as all hell. All right. So now I'm at work, guys, but I'm driving to a job right now. I'm a reporter, so I got to go interview some people. But the Phoenix Suns have reduced their list of head coach candidates to Charles Lee, Kenny Atkinson, Jordi Fernandez, Kevin Young, and then the 3 championship coaches, Nick Nurse, Frank Vogel, and Doc Rivers. Kenny Atkinson does have some coaching experience with the Brooklyn Nets. Technically, he was the Hornets coach for a day. But if they're going to go for a first-year head coach, I personally like Jordi Fernandez, but that's personal bias because I think he's a genius. But if you want a championship-winning, first-time coach, it'd be Charles Lee. Now, you could go, I personally think if between Frank Vogel, Nick Nurse, and Doc Rivers, I think Nick Nurse is the best coach out of those 3. I think the second best is Frank Vogel. Look, my dad's a Boston Celtics fan. My best friends are Boston Celtics. I'd say Boston Celtics are my 4th favorite team. When I first started watching the basketball, the Boston Celtics were the team I watched, and I like Doc Rivers. But let me tell you, Doc Rivers has not aged well with the game. So for me, I think right here, when you look at the current situation, the 5 candidates will meet with Matt, the new owner, James Jones, and the other team officials in Michigan later this week. The Suns are searching for a replacement for Monty Williams. Nurse, Vogel, and Rivers have previously won championships, and Fernandez is currently an assistant coach with Sacramento, and Young's an assistant coach with the Suns. So I think it'll definitely be interesting to see where it all goes and why. But no, definitely, okay, because this is definitely going to be a situation in which this team will be able to get a coach who properly knows how to build this roster with limited resources in terms of improving it via trade or draft. This is going to be through free agency, so they're going to have to bring someone that they believe can get the most out of their players. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe.